Welcome to Drezen Part 3. We're now in the dungeons. We need to find a way to retake this fortress.
This was simple enough.
Demonic spirits haunt the walls of the dungeon, and while the constant whispering never becomes loud enough to allow intelligible speech to be heard, constant murmurs grate on the nerves. After every 10 minutes spent in the dungeon, non-chaotic evil creatures must succeed a DC 14 will save to resist taking 2 points of charisma damage permanently, as the whispering slowly drives them mad. What?
I won't let you hurt my friends!
You are inferior. Our time has come.
This was simple enough. A bright future awaits us.
Yaniel, an old woman, half-elf by her appearance, hangs limp in the shackles. Her head is slumped down to her chest, and strands of dirty grey hair cover her face. Her eggs don't conceal the poor woman's horrible condition. Her body is covered in old scars and fresh wounds. A piece of flesh has been torn from her left leg, and there are numerous fang marks on her arms. Her right wrist appears to have been ignored, and the hand has withered. It's hard to believe that life still lingers in such a mutilated body. But the woman raises her head with effort. Clear blue eyes stare back at you from under her grey eyelashes. Crusaders? Here? I thought I was delirious when I heard the sounds of battle. After so many years, are we really retaking Drezen? Who are you? How did you end up here? My name won't mean anything to you. It's been so many years. My name is Yaniel. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I used to be a knight of the Citadel when Drezen was still a proud crusader stronghold. On the day Drezen fell, I was covering the refugee retreat. Alas, I was taken alive by the spawn of the Abyss as they flooded the city. Ever since then, I've been locked up here, within these walls that were once my home, now prison and a torture chamber. The woman drops her head heavily to her chest. In Mendev, Yaniel's name always comes up when they speak of the Crusades as fallen heroes. The passionate young warrior who won the hearts of all with her courage, boundless faith in Yomide, and her cheerful nature. When Drezen fell to demonic treachery and carnage flooded the streets, Yaniel covered the escape of the refugees and saved the lives for many of her friends and civilians, at the supposed cost of her own. Yaniel, oh, I know that name. They used to have marches in the river city in her honor. But that was a very long time ago. It must be so strange to feel alive when you've been dead to the world for so long. Celia can't hold back an astounded yelp. You've been in this dungeon since the day Drezen fell, sister? But that's over 70 years. I'm impressed by your resilience, knight. I wonder why you would keep my mind in self-control after so many years of torture. It's a serious question. I have no idea who this is. The name of this woman must not be important enough for me to remember her. You are not forgotten, Yaniel. Your comrades spread word of your heroism. You are still honored among the Crusaders. I would ask how that could possibly help me now, but it would be wrong, wouldn't it? All our lives we are told that memory is better than oblivion, and respect is better than scorn. It will be interesting to feel like a hero everyone admires and holds up as an example. So, you saw Drezen before its fall, and a sort of valor in the days of the First Crusade. Oh yes, I saw all that. The woman smiles a strange smile. The walls of the citadel seemed indestructible like mountains, but they were not Drezen's true defenses. The sword was. It alone weakened the demons and stopped them from teleporting here freely. It gave the defenders here hope. So it was, until the ambitious and arrogant young Staunton brought the city to ruin. He stole the banner and doomed Drezen to fall. Staunton was once a strong fighter, the bane of demons, but he became the executioner of his comrades. such things happen. Interesting that she knows about this. I mean, she was there when it happened, and nobody could have known why the city fell. I mean, in hindsight, yes, but he just sneaked out and tried to be heroic. He was deceived and had the banner with him, so maybe she was told. I mean, she was a prisoner. Maybe she even talked to Storm. And do you know where the Sword of Valor is? The woman closes her eyes. I feel its presence even now when the sword is weak and dormant. It is near this very citadel. There is a passage from my prison to it. Keep going through the dungeon and you'll find the banner. Why did the demons do all this to you? The woman closes her eyes and speaks pensively in a measured, introspective manner. The demons. If you think about it, they're interesting creatures. They appeared when mortal souls touched the fabric of the abyss, and they always carried with them the imprint of humanity. It is distorted but visible. You might expect entirely inhuman thought and action from the spawn of the plane of primal chaos, but in fact they're often mundane and relatable. And one of the manifestations of this deep humanity is the demon's love of trophies. I'm one such trophy, a living reminder of the day that they washed over the strongest crusader fortress like a tidal wave and turned it into their den. I will help you. Of course we will. You might have wondered why didn't we immediately set her free. I thought this would end the conversation, but apparently it doesn't. I have to go. Stay here and wait for help. My people will find you when the city has been freed. Oh dear. Athletics. Clear the blockage.
Call me again if you need to.
Another mystery revealed.
I will see this through. The deed is done.
Interesting. I thought this was the way up. And there's so many places here to discover.
Let us press on.
I will fight.
Do not hold back. Over there.
This was simple enough. This was simple enough. Call me again if you need to.
We march ahead.
This was simple enough.
The remains of the unknown warrior exude a holy aura. His death at the hands of the demons was a martyr's death.
Is restless. I wonder why.
Corruption of the abyss retreats cleansed, yes.
This was simple enough.
Pain and fear of the people who died here, powering an evil magic which fills the citadel with whispers of madness. Oh, so now we can break this, or what? Bastard sword. We have here fervent whisperings concentrated around the stone. A multitude of voices whisper prayers to several gods at once, both the perished and the living. A crude inscription is carved with a stone. Pray with us, it reads. Talk to us, it reads. Repeat after us. Pray, talk, repeat. Gray.
Call me again if you need to.
Talk.
This was simple enough. This was
Repeat.
simple enough.
Careful now. Our path
I'll remove
leads
this obstacle.
Call me again if you need to.
So do we need to go up or down?
Is lacking.
I will guide us.
This was simple enough.
Wait, did we just find solemn hour? The heck? Seriously? Like, oh goodness, solemn hour. Oh my goodness, one-handed. Are we looking at that? At the damage? 8491. Sword of light, steel has no adornments except for a small symbol of Viomedy on its hilt. Spare us from evil in this solemn hour. Nice. Okay.
I will not falter.
Who's Doran Vane? Compared to the deplorable state the city is in, this room is remarkably clean and orderly. Simple furnishings look solid and made to last. The man you met in Kinopolis is standing by the anvil. Blacksmith Doran Vane. On seeing you, he raises his bushy grey brows in surprise. So this is who's been making all the noise around here. Well, come on in, have a seat. What are you doing here? Obviously living. What I do everywhere, I forge metal. Everyone can fight, right? Breaking, destroying. Anyone you ask, they're ready to do it. Creating things, on the other hand, that takes a little extra knack. How did you get here? Well, you know, my brother is here. You know, Staunton. Yes. I know there's a news rating for him in Kinopolis for treason. I told him not to get involved with that crazy woman. But when did he ever listen to me? The horned wench promised him heaps of gold, and he believed her, so he came here with her. He's some sort of military leader here, but there's no one to lead except for all sorts of vermin. And I? To everyone he's a traitor worse than Arelu, but he's still my brother. Couldn't leave him, bad lot that he is, and I followed him, tried to talk him out of it. But it didn't work, he wouldn't listen. Now I've taken up here, working like I do. Is Staunton here? What else could he be? Not in Kinopolis, that's for sure. Of course, he's done things in the past, but the Crusaders just never cut him any slack. He tried for a decade to atone for what he did, then 2 decades, then 3, half a century, and still they treated him like dirt. So my brother lashed out. He did a bad thing, sure, but who wouldn't in his place? He's not made of stone or copper, even if he's a dwarf. That crazy eyeless hag with horns, she got into his head. Demons are like that, you know, they can tempt. Among the Crusaders, my brother was the lowest of the low, but here he commands power and respect, and he doesn't think of the cost, eh? Jaron waves his hand, clearly vexed. Every betrayer has their own sob story to excuse their actions, and each one thinks they are different from the rest, that they alone should be understood and shown mercy. I'm sick of hearing it. No, I'm not making excuses for him. My brother is a dum-dum, and he'll get his. I'm not talking about mercy either, it's just sad it ended up this way. If everything turned out differently, maybe he'd be storming Drezen with you now. Until today, Yaniel was kept and tortured here. She was the hero of the first Crusades and your friend. How could Staunton stand by and let that happen? What? Dwarf seems stunned. I thought Yaniel was dead. My brother mourned her death as much as the fall of Drezen. She couldn't be here. My brother would have known. He would have done something. Go and talk to Yaniel if you don't believe me. Yran looks at you heavily for a while. I have to choose whether I believe you or trust everything I know and love about my brother. I choose the latter. Staunton wouldn't allow Yaniel to be treated cruelly, and that means you're either lying or mistaken. That's ridiculous. You can't just walk there and talk to her. We're storming Drezen. We have nearly conquered the city. You're free. Am I? The blacksmith shakes his head and shows you his hands. See for yourself. I'm not wearing any shackles. What keeps me here is stronger than chains. It's called brotherly love, and you can't free me from it. Even Staunton himself couldn't break it, no matter how hard he tried. So it turns out that I'm stuck here. Where my silly brother goes, I go. We will not kill him. Wait. The cause is good and I like you, but blood is thicker than water. Of course, Staunton is wholly to blame and his sentence is fair, but a brother is a brother, and I won't let anyone kill him. You'll have to kill me first. What? I respect principles. It will be an honor for me to kill you. In Kinopolis, I had a rapier that was made by you. It was a fine piece. And you made the best knives in the city. Sharp, easy to clean. It'd be a shame to leave Drezen without its master's craftsman. But if you wish to die alongside your useless brother, we will respect your wishes. Come with me. We need the lawful path. Oh, damn it. Should we try to convince? I mean, this could have serious implications for the story outcome. Come with me. Maybe together we can convince him to change his mind. The dwarf shakes his head regretfully. No, I'm sorry, but no. I know him better than you. Believe me, he's gone too far. No one can convince me. I convince him, not me, not you, not even Torak himself. But why do we have to fight, Mr. Jorn? You're so good. In the River City I loved going to your forge in winter, to warm myself. I would sit and listen to your anvil sing its song, ting, 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 and you never chased me away. You even gave me bread sometimes, or candy, and now you want us to kill you? Why? Sometimes good people have to kill each other. It's just our lot, nothing we can do about it. Enough talk. What? So we could have chosen the... Where was the last save? Damn it. So I could have chosen the lawful path. Ah, damn it. Goodbye, you idiot. The air in the forge is heavy with supernatural power coming from the anvil. The heat that pulses through the forge is not the heat of an ordinary fire. Oh, you darn idiot. Now he's gone. He's gone. Damn it. Simple straw bed made to last, built with dwarven solidity.
Let us press on.
This was simple enough.
I'm sure they mean us no harm. You are today's sacrifice!
What's that? The heck? Lightning. Okay. Cherusina. Okay.
Call me again if you need to.
March ahead.
Air smells like magic powders, unknown chemical compounds, and medicine. Despite the surrounding mess, the magical devices were kept clean and tidy.
Our path leads on.
The heart surrender or do this. Anything new?
I stand ready. I will guide us. Stand with me. Strike as one. Over there.
This was simple enough. This was simple enough.
Wait, the sword of... Oh my goodness, the sword of Valor. What? Holy... Okay.
Godspeed. Together we stand. Defeat is not Our time has come.
Do we know... Did we get the banner or is it gone? Did it disappear? Oh, that's problematic.
Would you please keep this ugly thing away from me?
Let us press on.
Careful now. Over there.
We march ahead. I will see this through.
Quite understand why they're walking so slowly.
The deed is done. I have managed.
Maybe it's because everyone is exhausted. So we need to do a rest. There's no other way. Good time, camp. I mean, there is no other way. We need to rest. think it's twice as likely, but I'm not an idiot. I'm not an idiot. Yeah, my voice is going down drains. I'm not a native speaker of English, so I'm not sure if it's truly so.
Go for their hearts!
We will prevail.
Whoa! That must have hurt!
The deed is done.
They will break
Holy
against our
shit, the
resolve.
undead bodies give off an unbearable. Oh my goodness. Holy fuck, these are. Few tens of thousands of. Oh my goodness.
Should we proceed?
Call me again if you need to.
Yaniel, with her left hand, the old woman pulls the dagger from the demon's body. Exhausted by the effort, she wipes her brow. Time did not bend me, it seems. I will show you one of the old secret passages that were used when the Citadel of Drezen belonged to us. The old woman walks up to the wall and begins examining it. You'll get to the Sword of Valor more easily this way. Perhaps the demons don't even know about this passage. The demons. If you think about it, I've spent most of my life among them. I have to admire there's something mesmerizing about them. A single demon might be weak or pathetic or cowardly, but when you see them as a collective, it isn't a mass of separate creatures, but a single great force, a tide, which might be temporarily slowed but never stopped. The front lines of the abyss, here on the lands of Golarion. Unstoppable, fanatical forward motion. We have something to learn from them, don't we? Evil is evil. What? Evil is evil. There is no point in looking into it or studying it. On that path, you only risk poisoning your soul. That's right. You only study evil so you can learn how to defeat it, but learning from it, what could you learn from evil apart from how to do evil? What's that, Rigel? As I recall, the Hell Knights also started out only wanting to learn from Hell's example of discipline and rational social organization, but now look at you. At all of you. I'm looking, and I'm wholly satisfied with what I see. Knowledge is priceless. Civilization is curious by definition, and if it becomes clear after the experiment that it was dangerous, the world should know about it. Otherwise, sooner or later, someone else will think of this experiment and conduct it again. I am of the opposite opinion. Such experimenters should be impaled on a stake, every last one of them, to once and for all purge the world of the idiots trying to destroy it. For a moment, the woman's gaze grows heavy. To refuse knowledge because of prejudice? Not the wisest approach, I would think. Here it is. The demons are hiding the Sword of Valor behind this door. Be wary. I heard them bragging about the traps that surround the banner. Magical, of course. The Sword of Valor is nearly impossible to destroy, and if they wish, they will drown the entire room in fire, destroying their enemies while leaving their trophy unscathed. Good go now, and good luck. So that's quite interesting. So do we even need this path?
Our path leads on. Let us not hesitate.
This was simple enough.
The deed is done.
Tell me, and I'll do it.
Okay, so that's quite interesting. So this one changes the outer ring there, the inner ring there, and then okay. This one changes second ring there, outer ring there, second ring there. So this is perfect. These are not. That's fitting, but now that won't fit. Okay, that's not bad. But that's bad now. So that does fit now, but the rest won't. Wait, I need to redo it. And the inner wing? No, the inner ring was fine. How do I change the one in the middle? How do I change the one in the middle? That's odd. That's extremely odd.
March on.
Oh, I see. We can't change the one in the middle. Okay. So that's how it goes for now. Let's see, I'm just focusing on that one right now. What's happening here? Ah, okay, so that's perfect now. But now the rest sucks. Okay. That's kind of problematic. Yeah, we need to find a bit of order here. This one. The heck is this? I mean, that's not terrible, but the rest is. What happens, by the way, if we just march into it? Can we survive it? Do we even need to solve this?
I refuse to accept their statement.
Retreat is not an
Lost
option.
Toriax.
Too late for apologies.
I will not falter. Stand with me!
Kneel before
So we have the Sword of Valor now. There it is. An ancient relic, the banner that Iomide once carried into battle. After being raised in a visible public place, the Sword of Valor would gain divine powers and bar the demons from using their teleportation skills. Perfect.
Now what is
I
that?
will guide us. Together we stand. have managed.
Claw and tooth marks on the broken bones of unknown prisoners. Dear. Oh, I don't want to go outside yet. The legendary banner of the Crusaders is right in front of you. A drop of blood falls onto it from where? The wound on your chest must have reopened and is now bleeding again. You touch Iomede's holy banner to brush away the scarlet droplet when you freeze abruptly. All of a sudden, you are aware of your own powers. You are no longer a grain of sand, resisting the countless armies of the abyss. You are something greater. Like Iomide once rejected her humanity, to ascend and gain divinity, you are ready to take the first step onto the path to gaining power.